Oftentimes we talk about, did I start it right? Okay. Oftentimes we talk about our whys. What is our why? What is your why? What is my why? And for quite some time, it was not defined yet. But I knew that it had to do something with maybe family or not really enjoying the place that I was at the moment. So we'll talk a little bit about that briefly. But first, hi, my name is Sheila, and thank you so much for being here, and thank you for this conversation. So, what is your why and how to find it? Honestly, I think there's so many videos and books in order to find your why, but for me personally, what I had to understand first is myself. I had to know what I didn't like, because there was a place where I read, we often know what we don't like faster than what we do like. And what I didn't like was, I didn't like the environment I was in. I didn't like, my if you're talking about income, I did not like that space, so you start where you are now, and not in a space where you like project hate towards it, because it is what it is. It's just being mindful of where you are right now and saying, yes, I'm at this stage of my life. Okay. And the stage where you want to be is way over there. That's fine too. But right now where I am is kind of being okay with the in-between and learning to gracefully play with that, and learning to gracefully enjoy that scene, the in-between of where my goal is and where I used to be. So now I'm in a space. So my why had to do with probably a lot of things. Family, not wanting to retire in a really poor state, wanting to gracefully move in my own environment, in my home, where I can just be peaceful and I can just have a set of rituals that I can control, because there are so many things outside of me that I can't control. What can I control? So that was also a why for me. And to be honest, it's still being defined, and I think that's also okay. It's still, I'm still refining what I want it to become. But I know that also, we all are here for, whether the purpose is big or small, we're here because we're linked somehow. So it is, you probably heard it, right? Whether it's you smiling at a stranger on the street who may have needed that little intention, or you being true to who you are and how you're feeling right now, that's important, and that's you, defining your why bit by bit, who you want to be, who you want to become, what you want to leave. But yeah, still defining who I am, still understanding what patterns I want to stick to for the long term, and making it so that I enjoy the journey. I enjoy my work. I enjoy my work, meaning all of the work that I'm creating, whether it's, you know, being an employee, to being an entrepreneur, to doing YouTube, to gardening, all creative sides to it. So what is your why? What are you in this for? And at this stage of my life, I also want to not necessarily rush doing things, but I want to take things where my nervous system is also at peace and my nervous system is cared for, because that had been neglected for so many years. And you know, the after effect is just, okay, knowing how to handle all the stress from the past that just bombard you now in your current state, and transmuting it into something beautiful. So there's not much to this video, but what day is it today? This is day 21 of me recording, and yes, I am in preparation to do how would I say that? To have videos lined up where I batch my videos. So I want to take my time to find a day where I can batch my videos. I did that unexpectedly last week. Was it last week? Yeah, it was last week, and it saved me one day where I was really exhausted and I did not want to record, and I want to keep myself updated with these videos and keep you updated as well, you that are watching, so thank you. That I am preparing to batch my videos, so that if there is in fact a day where I do need to rest, and I want to be very mindful of and honor that about myself, and honor that space, because I'm also in this journey where I have to learn to rest without guilt. Learn to rest without guilt, meaning I know that I have a lot of stuff to do in my business, a lot of stuff to do in my personal life, but me resting has to be a ritual from now on, because my body, my mind, my soul, all of them, they're asking for this. They're asking for intentional rest. And it's not to say that, you know, I want to start consuming better things for my mind. I want to be able to rest without my technologies, because that is also, I feel, that is not fully restful. So I've been practicing that, and I'm taking little steps, but I see the progress, and I see the willingness, and I see my intention towards it. So this is what I wanted to share with you. But first, we started this video with what is your why, and I hope that you start to understand your why bit by bit. And it's okay if you don't know it now, but I feel that things are becoming more and more clear as you write them down, as you document. As I've been documenting myself, I've been understanding so many things about myself and who I want to become. And this has been a revelation, so I want to share that with you. So if you don't know what your why is, if it's not clear yet, that's okay. um, the thing is not to put pressure on yourself that it's not clear now, because a lot of people that are in situations where they are billionaires, or they're people that you look up to, they've gone through these stages, and we put them on a pedestal, but they're really human like us. You know, we're human. They've done the work. We just haven't seen that work, or even if we probably glanced at a piece of their background, we haven't seen the full entire turmoil that they've had in their mind, the doubts, the pressure, the stress. You know, we're all going through the same thing, and in a way that is a relief to know that we have the same patterns. Is just knowing how to deal with them, and knowing that we're in this same space but different avatar, I say, is something to cherish, because we can pinpoint what we, based on our personalities, we can take something from someone else that we do admire and apply it to our lives. We don't have to do it like all in one day. If you can, great, but also know what you can take. Understand yourself. Understanding yourself is so key. It's just learn what you don't like first. If you don't know what you like, learn what you don't like, and document. Keep a record of these journals, and I'm starting to keep a record, which I never did before, and these videos are helping me as well. And the thing also is to go back and look at them, maybe weekly, to see, oh, okay, I understand what this means, and then I can refine it better, you know. So it's kind of like a project. Your life is a project, so take it as that, and I don't know, I guess we'll find a solution. And even when we attain our goal, I'm pretty sure that we'll still have moments of doubts, moments of stress, moments of joy, of course. You know, it is inevitable, and part of us refuses to know that we will have sadness, or the fear of us knowing that we will have some sadness or pain in the future is like, we try to force not having it. But that, if we rewire our mind to understand that, hey, it's actually okay, and it's beautiful too. Unfortunately, it's unfortunate, but it is beautiful if we try to find the lesson out of it. And even in that moment, we learn to appreciate it for what it is. So don't be afraid of the sadness that may come, because that's also a stressor, if that makes sense. That's also a stressor, that because we want to control not having sadness, we want to control not having pain, that it becomes such a, I don't know, a pinch in our soul, in our like identity. We try to avoid it as much as possible. There are things that you can avoid for sure based on patterns, but there are unexpected things that, you know, that will eventually happen, and it's how we react to it. But anyway, I guess at this point I am rambling. So I hope part of this was of use to you, and I will see you soon. See you tomorrow for another video, another update. As I mentioned, I'm not a coach, as you know, and these are just thoughts and diaries based on what I'm going through, and I'm jotting some things down and sharing some, not all, with you. but pieces of myself in the reflections that I have. So anyway, that's all I have for you today, but I will see you soon. And yeah, if you care to check out what I do, what else the other things that I do, I'll revise that. If you care to take a look at my handmade products, I make candles, and Bees and Botany is my company. So you can take a look. I will leave the link in the description below. It is always like, what do I say? What do I say in this point? But I will leave a link in the description, but no obligation, because your presence here is more than enough, and you are more than enough. Remember that. So I gotta go. Take care and see you soon. Ciao.